I ride because I enjoy the fresh air. I ride because I enjoy the sunrise. The further I keep treading on, I continue until I know what I'm really capable of. I've got a destination to go, so I ride far. For what comes to pass is just a brief moment I have with the presence of time. I continue this path right ahead, because it's the one right in front of me. I'm guided by the one who already wrote it out for me. There's no looking back. Like chasing the wind, I may not control what will happen, but I can steer the course of my direction, and I can go even further to exhaust my discontent. It can only make me stronger. Like all things under the sun, nothing will last forever, nor does it mean it's all meaningless. It's only the search in the right places that makes everything worthwhile. Old Town Farm and Bike and Coffee Shop is definitely a hidden gem I just briefly discovered for the first time. My fear of missing out after hearing how much my dad enjoys going for a ride on weekends, I'm eventually persuaded to start tagging along, and the next thing you know, I'm cycling a couple times a week. And if you know me well enough, if I didn't show it to you, it never happened. I've been riding here quite frequently now. It's busier on weekends, I must say, but still an overall enjoyable vibe. Fresh food, live music, and the convenience makes it a fantastic place to ride to. I had an early start that morning to catch sunrise, which is one of the perks about working night shifts. Making the best time after work early in the morning, unlike I previously do before, I decided to push myself a little more. This particular day dragged out a little longer than expected, making sure I captured what I needed to intentionally spot my composition. Adapting new ways to tell stories are all things I'm loving about picking up my camera right now. Upon setting new routines for myself, even for just a brief while, makes things feel more meaningful in the moment. I thought about what it takes to stay in my lane and what positive assets I actually do possess when I gain control of what I need to do for myself. Last month, what felt like I took a well-invested learning curve, I really stepped away from the noise, and for the first time I can actually say I went 30 days of not only consuming social media, but letting go of those expectations from time to time. I know I may be sidestepping again, but the key is to not be so hard on myself along the way, and that it's okay to be improving behind the scenes even if I'm not sharing. I'm getting an overall sense that independence comes with a price in my line of work, and in my circumstances of learning to cope with the inevitable isolation I have to endure in my journey must be treated in ways that provide therapy for me. Directing all emotions into everything I do to just improve and push myself to my limits makes me more aware of my weak points and how limited my abilities are. Going for a ride a little longer than I need to, and spending more time on a video than I should. Selectively and instinctively, I know more than well enough now that I can fill the void of unjust criticism and thinking someone I'm sure will understand me doesn't. can be treated in positive ways. Small hobbies of mine and interests will only carry over into my work, absorbing every experience as much as possible, helping me discover and share scenes differently than what other people see. The shift in priorities and staying in motion is just a start. I know maybe not enough to write a book about it, but it's a start. Just like I was committed to working 40 hours a week overnight these past 4 months and adjusting my life accordingly has taught me some good lessons about sticking something out even when I didn't feel like it. Because that's a necessary part of life. In recent news, I'm also officially committed to moving to Anchorage in the next week. This may have come as a surprise, but going on these rides and having these tough conversations gave me my answer. There's a time for everything, and this seems to be just the time for a new, small chapter of my life. I'm really excited for these new opportunities and the growth I'm making. I'm looking forward to taking you along with me, and thanks for riding along.